Hello again, Liz. Rebecca here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to, I believe, I just dropped my pen. It is day 27 of my prompts, and that means it's the day to play with ink. Hold on, I gotta find my pen. I would say that sucker is gone for good. It'll come back eventually one day. Anyway, we're gonna do a Christmas layout because this right here are the last three photos from 2021's Christmas. That means I can start on 2022 in time for 2023 Christmas. Go me. So I'm going to be using all of my Christmas collections from Craft a Clock. Now, if you remember, this is a team that I formerly designed for. And it was a lovely team. I recommend this company to everyone. What is going on here? That was some super sticky cellophane. We're just going to get rid of that altogether. So there is all the information on them. So this is the Warm and Peaceful collection. So we have the 6x6, the 8x8 paper pads. I already have some pretty fussy cut items here that I cut from these sheets. And the cool thing about them is they're double-sided. So I love those. Got more fussy cut. And here's where I pulled all that from. Note to self. Look at what this just did. Well, you know, I know why it did that. Because I had it sitting behind my desk where my baseboards run. But that's okay because those aren't actually the fussy cut pieces. Crazy. This is really super heated up that clip. Okay. Get these stuck back in there. Okay. So I'm thinking I'm going to cut out some of these floral bits. I thought I had a... Nope, it's just all warm and peaceful. So that's going to be fun. I am going to go ahead and... Ooh, I like that wreath right there. I was going to do like a watercolor wreath. I think we're just going to pull that out and use that. What do you guys think? I believe it's this one right here. Yes, it is. I mean, it's got a deer on it, so I'll cover the deer up, but that just made life so much easier for me. I also see like you can fussy cut the wreath out. Oh, so many possibilities. Actually, I think I'm going to fussy cut the wreath out. I'm going to fussy cut this wreath out, and I'm going to put that on. Oh, paper number 3, because this is paper number 5 or 6. Grab paper number 3. Won't that look good? And then we can, because I didn't really want to do a full wreath. I wanted to do kind of a half wreath. And I am going to trim these down so like I'm going to get the fam and all of it. And then basically I'm just going to cut the kids out because Robbie was losing horribly in cards that day. So I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut this out. And fussy cut out some additional florals to go along with it. Then we'll come back and we'll make like an inked background on this because I won't know how I want the ink to be until I have this completely fussy cut. So I'm going to work on that. I'll be right back. All right, so I've got that wreath all fussy cut out and I did bust it apart. We're going to kind of piece her back together. Like so. I really am trying to get that bird, but it might not work. And I matted it with the cutout, the back side of the cutout wreath. I think if we just go like this, kind of bring it in, get that to stay on the page a little bit. I think we're gonna really doing what I want it to do, because there we go. I'm gonna leave it like that. That's where we're going. So we're gonna tack this sucker together. Then we're gonna do some mixed media inking. I want this to go right there. Dang it. I'm just kind of lightly tacking it down. It will stay together. I did take the glossy accents and do all the cranberries. These items over here I fussy cut as well. And once I get them on there, I will tuck them in and we'll use glossy accents on those as well. So what I want to do with my ink, packaging technique, which means I need to put some of this stuff up. So we're only going to do the 2 photos. The big one I'll just do right away. We're just going to tuck them in around in the wreath. We're going to grab some forest moss because I want some really inking. Now maybe because there's a lot going on already, I'm just going to do the packaging. If I can find the packaging. And I'm just going to squish this down and we're just going to make the packaging so that it just peeks out right in this view. So I will come back and be putting this over it to make sure that I'm getting it where it's needed to be. It was really cool to fussy cut that out. I love these papers, and I will come in and, you know, bend these leaves and roll them where I can to make them a little more, you know, I don't want it to be completely flat to the page. We're just going to roll them all. And all I do is just kind of push in. Basically, I'm just folding them, you know, so that when it sits down, they are going to be a little bit more dimensional. So I will get that all completed as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. And once we get that done, I will be right back. So this was kind of what I was thinking for my design. It is tacked down and everything that can be bent is bent. All of my newly added pieces, all of the little holly berries there have got the glossy accents on. So this is where I was thinking I would put my pictures. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop them in. Even though some of them are going to be covered. I'm okay with that. Then we've got that there. I'm just going to maybe do a little bit right there to kind of keep low. Keep that popped down. Same there, just to keep that popped onto the, I did say that I was going to use these on a layout that you'll see tomorrow, and I forgot. So, I'm human. I'm going to tuck them in here. Now, I got these off of Temu, you guys. I got a ton of them. Check out Temu. I do have an affiliate link down below if you would like to click on that. I buy shirts and stuff from there. I know people are going to get mad at me, but whatever. Tuck them in. Just to jazz up what we got going on. And then, what else? Add in some of those other things. Go ahead and use my liquid glue. I love fussy cutting. I know some of you do not, and that's okay. It's all right. Oh, you guys, I have so many crops that I ever since I went to She Loves Color, just in love with going to crops. I am actually, with my newfound friends, I've got like 5 of them next year, so I'm super excited. Little weekend trips. Some of them are more than that. I know that we're doing some fun week-long trips as well. And it's been an honor to be able to know these people. We've got that. I'm putting these little guys in here. Just trying to use up all my little charms. Oh, I have tons of charms. When I get these all used up, I'll grab more. Pink. I got another one of those. And I think that's all of the silver that I have sitting in my little containers that I have made it a mission to try to use. Just keep using this stuff on each one of my layouts, right? And we're gonna just pop in some of these little Christmas guys. So we're just gonna get some glue on there. I try to hit the ends. Tuck it in. And I move the paper around each time so that you can see. They're going to be, sometimes it's really hard because there's really no edge or anything, you know. I'm just going to pop everything down and around. That's why I do just a really fine job of trying to peg as much of the ends as I can to little tail pieces, right? And then, well, I know it's upside down. It's upside down by design. Not everything flows perfectly. And the only other thing that we have is the little candle right there. So my prompt was inked today, and even though I did do ink, it didn't really show up. So there, you can see a little bit of the ink, which is just a little bit of a dark shadowing that we've got going on behind this. But other than that, I think this is really pretty. I'm not going to even need to use any of these already pre-cut little dies. So just put those back in our bag. And how fun was that? So yes, please check out Craft O'Clock. You can find them on most Etsy stores, so definitely check that out because you guys, beautiful, beautiful. And don't forget to use your glossy accents and stuff. So to be honest, had I not given myself prompts, like I know ink was pretty things wouldn't have come to mind. Like when I seen that picture, I knew making an ink background behind like a semicircle was what I wanted to do, you know, and it's just a very cute little way to showcase these two little photos of my sweet husband, who I love very much. So, but don't tell him. No, I'm just playing. And this is a gorgeous layout. You know what I don't have on here is a title, though. And that's okay. I think a title at this point might ruin it. Let's see. Whew, excuse me. What do we got over here? We do have some red. Let's just say, I think we can just stick Rob on there. But where? Right? But where? That never comes off when I want it to. Just do that. That is nice. Look at that. There. Now we've got the title. And it's kind of in with everything else. Just kind of blend in, but I'm totally fine with that. I have a few of these little things. See, I thought I was going to be done, but then I come in and I'm like, but I'm not done. And nothing else really makes sense. All right. Just little bits and pieces that I need to use up, right? So that is really going to do it. Don't forget to check out my Facebook group and do all the fun YouTubey things, like, subscribe, join the membership. Every Sunday I have a new video just for members only. We're currently creating, well, we have been for the last month or so, been creating page kits. And then like we create the page kits out of just stash supplies, so it's all about stash busting. And then we make the layouts, and even though I create a page kit, I get 2 layouts out of each, but the goal is to use them up, right? So I make we make a fun, fancy layout, and then we use a stash busting layout to try to use everything else up. Right now I'm 50-50 on my stash busting. This one I was like totally loved and scored, the other one I was like, nah. So that being in mind, yeah. All right, you guys, that's going to do it. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you later with another video. Bye.